A big bow, that's my partner in crime. Random thoughts miss mine. I can never do this by my lonely. So we the duo, snatching up all the kudos. Bound to find a loophole, yeah, you know. So keep tuning in, enjoying the vibe. Forever raw, forever real. It's him, it's I. You love, yeah, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast. Man, we just do what we feel. And we let it flow. Sometimes we forget we lie. It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 5. Episode 155. What the business is. It's that man with the plan, Big Kev. And that's Cuz with the buzz, Big Bo. And you know we got that food for yourself. For the show. Now, you know we got to do a disclaimer.
Got to do it.
We just got to do it because me and Bo be on some tangents sometime and we just drift. We're drift.
We
get the rambling and we might just say some outlandish gibberish, wild takes.
I said that?
Yeah, did I say that? We go back and look at the video sometime like, hey, boy, you was tripping. But this is what we do.
Hey.
So we're giving you a way out. This is your clause. This is what they call it. You know what I'm saying? This is your clause in the whole thing. Your out clause. So without further ado, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that.
Straight like that.
And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, love. So we don't do anything without affirmation. And I got some short, brief, and sweet. Most of y'all don't give your problems to God, and it shows. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we got a lot of young folk out here looking like they're elderly. Man, like, do you have an elderly plaque in your car? Because it literally looks like that. I've seen dudes say, how old are you? I'm only 25. You 25, G?
You 25, G?
You 25 looking like that? But a lot of people stressing out for whatever reason, and they don't have faith. They don't give their problems and worries to God, and it tells. And they're not trying to be super religious. This is just on some real stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't control something, why would you stress out about it? That's the whole take on it. Like, you know, it's a higher power that can take care of things, or at least make the situation more maintainable, you know? So we're going to go ahead and get into the good show. It's a gambit of goodies today, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm running the whole rundown, you know what I'm saying? We call it gumbo. This is what you're getting today for show.
Cook it up.
So over the weekend, I'm watching the NBA playoffs, and then all of a sudden, you know, after the conclusion of that game, I see this show pop that I've never seen before in my life. So it gave me the idea to ask Bo, what show would you never go on based on what you have to do on that show?
There's a few of them, but the main one I'm gonna go with is Survivor. I'm gonna start with that. I'm cool, man.
Survivor's a wild one.
Yeah, I ain't trying to just be out in wilderness and have to chat with whites all the time like that.
Not chat with whites, okay. That man's crazy. But anyway, if you're trying to survive, you better learn how to chat with the white folks. I'm just saying.
I don't like try to pick somebody and that's the guy and this and that. Man,
you trying to cancel my fire, bitch. We gonna fight.
It's like politics. That's the thing. I should say that. It's like politics.
It is politics. It's definitely politics.
I don't want to be stuck in a fucking wilderness and have to do politics.
Yeah, you got to politics.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
So mine's is this one. It's a lot of factors that's just all bad for
he said it's all bad.
This skin color.
Man.
It's called Afraid and Naked, or Naked and Afraid XL, whatever. And basically, they take you to the wilderness. They take you to a tropical Amazon forest, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. They drop you off. They take all your clothes and they ride away. So all you have is a little satchel
with some of the items they give you, you know what I'm saying, for weapons, you know, because you got to kill something. So you can either get a machete, you can get some bow and arrows. You better learn. It's like you can get a machete, you can get a bow and arrow, you can get a knife, you can get whatever. They give you some type of pot to purify the water, you know what I'm saying, drinking out of the streams or whatever. They give you a lighter. So they give you the most basic things you could use, right? You have to come up and make a shelter from the trees and the wood, you know what I'm saying? And it rains all the time. The one I was watching was in Colombia. So it rained like almost all the time while they're there. So one, the wood is now wet. The leaves are wet, and your little hut that you make ain't gonna sustain no torrential rain, you know what I'm saying, fall like how they was having. So for one, I knew I'd cancel me out when, for one, you killing animals to eat. Like they killing baby alligators, Jack. And I'm like, what does this alligator attack you? Like, there's no, this is nature. You in their habitat.
Yeah, is that possibility?
It's a very good possibility. You might not make it out the show. Forget winning. You might lose your life. Because then, like, you getting bit by bugs. Hold up, then the thing, you getting bit by bugs. There was ticks. Like, for example, the guy, he was a straight up G. I'm a savage. You know what I'm saying? I love being out in the wilderness. This is what I do. Till he got a tick on his willy. And all of a sudden, on his willy, boy, that boy was calling the paramedics, hey, come get this. And then every time he looked at it, it's going deeper. Like, it was sinking deeper into his skin. Yeah, that made him think about it real quick. Hey, maybe this ain't for me. And then they was getting bit by red ants. Like they call them bullet ants. And they said the sting from a bullet ant is like 10 times worse than a bee sting. And they keep biting. So they're laying on the ground. They got all these red marks from all these animals, different mosquitoes, bullet ants, termites. All these animals is just having a feast on their body, which could create, they said you get so many bites, it makes the body swell up. Yeah, and you can seize up, all this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So they had to go through that. Then just fighting the weather, then fighting the animals that's trying to eat you. Forget you trying to eat them. There's Krugers, poisonous snakes, spiders, and all type of stuff, scorpions, all the baddest insects and animals out there. Oh, it's leopards. It's leopards.
Now, I'm talking about iguanas.
I ain't seen no iguanas. I don't think iguanas really like
that. They in a high place.
They could be out there, but I don't think an iguana really is like you're gonna be fearful of iguana. Now, if it was a Komodo dragon.
Yeah, that's what it's dragon.
Now, if you do, and there was a Komodo dragon, I seen a Komodo dragon eat a whole cow or whatever that little animal was, and he engulfed it.
Hey, Komodo dragons sit and play with you. Hey, they want to bite you, and they got nasty teeth. So you get infected.
Well, they got like venom on the teeth.
It ain't
poison.
Venom. It's like a more like bacteria.
Oh, okay. Does it dissolve it? Help dissolve the
wherever they bite you, you're ruined at that spot.
Well, they really like venom from the Spider-Man.
I mean, and they like to sit and watch you like, all right, now my leg's fucked up. I got to sit down.
I have seen that.
Oh, and they like, oh, yeah.
Almost like paralyzing the part, you know what I'm saying? Now that they sit there and play with you, you can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Run all you want to. You can't go anywhere.
Like they like to do that to you. It ain't like, oh, I'm just doing it. It's like, they could really just eat you on the first bite.
Why?
They want to bite you.
I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. What I think of the Diddy saying when he said it to Fab. That's how the animal be looking to come out. I like to see you scrambling and scraping. That's the first thing I thought about when you was saying they just sit there and watch you. Hey, that interview is crazy. I'm gonna tell you right now.
He looked
that
around.
Dream Chan when Fab was like, hey, we partied before. What you mean? Nah, you ain't really partied with me. Like, nah, bro. No, cut this interview. I'd have been like, hey, cut this interview right now.
What was messed up? Nori was drunk, so he couldn't make the call. He wasn't reading the room.
He didn't read the room. He was drunk.
But Jada and
they like, what are we on right now?
It was like Jada was kind of like,
don't come to me with that BS.
Yeah, Fab just cool.
Fab was trying to be cool about just get the interview over because Diddy was running with it.
But Jada was like, for real.
Now you got to chill out with that, G.
You said that shit to me, I'm gonna check.
Hey, for real though. And then okay, so we get back on topic. So then another one was Fear Factor for me. And I laugh about it because Dave Chappelle made funny about it when Tyrone Biggins, when he was like, when a crack addict on Fear Factor, they eat everything, they go win. He was like, ooh, these balls, this ain't nothing for some crack.
He walked across some coals. Nasty feet.
The Fear Factor? No, man, I seen them eat a live tarantula.
Love and Hip Hop.
You with me on Love and Hip Hop?
Nah.
I mean, I don't know. If I was in the industry like that, I would, but I wouldn't come off as corny as most of them do. I have to tell you that right now.
Nah, just watching the little video dude posted, it's like, man, y'all ain't never really but actors.
They're actors. It don't look real no more. I think the first couple installments felt real. As we get further, you know what I'm saying, into the episodes and the seasons, they look real scripted.
Yeah, just some actors trying to
get a role. They
just
trying to sell them ratings. At first, it sold itself because hip-hop, the people that was in the show were real hip. One thing about it is, the Love and Hip Hop series started with real hip-hop artists that either got platinum albums, still doing it, you know what I'm saying? They got radio shows. They're really in the mix of doing it. These cats, they be trying to say, oh, they got an album coming out, they got a single. You make the single while doing the show, and it don't do nothing. You're trying to piggyback off the show to boost careers, and if you ain't got no talent, you just ain't got no talent.
I'm trying to take another shot. Damn.
I know that's anything eating some nasty animals, insects, and being out in the outside, that's a no for me. Anything else?
I was about to say Drewski.
Oh man, did you see the one he had in Baltimore?
No,
you ain't seen that Baltimore one. That mug is hilarious, man. You know how Baltimore got that slang, so he was like, "Tear." It's like, hey, it's
you
funny.
Gonna mess around and get.
Drewski funny. I'm gonna tell you, Drewski might be the funniest dude on the internet. Serious. He just had a skit. He was a white dude. He said how white dudes get accepted. White gangster dudes get accepted.
I thought that was a white dude trying to act like
that. Was Drewski in white mask. It was Drewski. Hey, what's up, dudes? The way he was talking, they was cool with him. Hey, Drewski's a funny dude. Just check him out. Shout out to Drewski doing his thing out there. But y'all let us know if it was a show we missed that you know is disgusting or just one you wouldn't go on, and we'll talk about it.
Oh, what's that? You can't do that on television.
That's wasn't that like a kid show though?
Yeah,
that was a kid show.
So what would you have to?
I always, for some reason, I always wanted to be on it. I didn't want to get slimed, but I wanted to be on that show because I think they like give away prizes or something like that. I know one show I did always want to be on is the Bozo show. I always wanted to be on the grand prize game. I always used to get mad they would get some little goofy, non-coordinated kid up there and can't throw these balls, these cones to get a whole video game. Says, I was like, you put me in that thing? My long arms, I'm going at least about 7 or 8, just dropping it in.
Just drop.
They're like, Bozo said, get this nigga off the stage. He's taking all the prizes. We only took 10.
They're like, no athletes.
No athletes. No niggas that look like they supposed to be playing professional football at 10. All right, we'll go ahead and get into the next one. So another thing I came across, either I make up these posts or I find them. But this one I had seen, and I was just asking people, like, what do you think on the idea of phones being unlocked or passcodes being shared in a relationship?
What you mean? What's the purpose of that? What?
I mean, some people say that's what they want. They like that kind of their requirement. They feel like the openness of you having your phone unlocked and them being able to get in your phone whenever they deem. What you think about that?
No.
He said no.
It's my phone.
Okay.
I mean, do you wear my drawers? I mean, do you wear my socks?
I would hope not.
I mean, what else do you want? This is my phone. Well, I mean, what do you need to unlock my phone for?
Yeah.
Because I'll put it like this: the only people I think that works for is like a for real old school couple who has been together for a while, and more than likely,
talking about like 20, 30 years.
The wife probably done put together his code any damn way.
Right, he can't even use his own phone.
So you telling me I'm dating you? We're not married.
Yeah, just
we don't have no. We're just dating and kicking. Yep. I should give you access to my phone. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's what they saying. I just think,
bitch, this is fraud.
Yeah.
Give you access to my phone. You date me for a month or two, and you sweet talk me and make me feel all good. I open my phone up, and next thing you know, you done ran through my goddamn bank account.
Well,
what the fuck?
That's a whole nother story. You dealing with some different ones on that one. But it could happen, definitely. I just think the idea comes from trauma because if you already starting off a relationship with the basis of you feel the need to have some type of security and make your mind at ease about if a person is cheating or not cheating, that's what that is. If I tell you when I'm getting with you, hey, you gotta make sure you keep your phone on lock.
What?
Or I need to know your passcode.
What?
You're already telling me that you don't trust the person who I am, and that makes you feel good as a person in this relationship because you have this security mechanism that you have openness to my personal stuff, right? To me, it is your personal thing. It doesn't mean because a person wants their phone locked or don't want to give you the passcode that they're doing something as far as deceitful as cheating, right? It could mean, hey, you work in the music field. If you're in that industry and you have beats, you have unreleased songs that are in a file that nobody's supposed to hear that shouldn't get released to the internet because you're setting up a big album release, you're setting up whatever it is, and you got to keep that confidential until it's ready to be released. You have to lock your phone. You could be having personal conversation with your family members. Like me and Cuz could be chopping it up about some real stuff that is not girlfriend intended. Don't mean I'm cheating on you. It just don't mean this ain't girlfriend intended. So you don't need to be in my phone. There could be stuff with your mother, your father you're talking about, which is real internal family business that you might not need to tell your girlfriend, or she might not need to know the inners and outs of your family to that level as a girlfriend. It could be business purposes why you could be in a industry to where they give you people's information that you have to hold confidential in your phone and you have to lock it. There's various reasons why a person locks their phone. It doesn't always mean negative. And I hate when people always say, oh, you keep your phone locked, you must be hiding something. No. I'm hiding information that needs to be hidden.
See, for me on the opposite side, when somebody suggests to me that they need access to my phone or whatnot, and we're on a dating tip, it tells me, these are the red flags it tells me. It tells me you have trust issues and you're a control freak. You want to control whatever's going on and you don't trust what's going on.
But the control is based on security and comfort. Like when you control, you feel like you think you right, but I'm saying that's what they do it for.
Because what if I'm a punk ass and I'm like, all right, here. Or if I'm a dickhead. Here's access to my phone.
I'm gonna let you hurt your feelings.
Here, I give you that. What you gonna do with it?
You get next your feelings hurt.
I mean, no, because the next thing your trust thing, you're gonna use it as control. You're gonna use because you got access to my phone, you're gonna use it to control me. That's the bottom line, is control. It's trust issues that lead to control. And if I allow you to just
I don't think I think the bottom line is making them feel okay with the choices they made, and that control brings about that comfort.
But once they got access, your phone anywhere. They have control now.
Right, but now they feel good because they can they think they can see if you're cheating at any time and they don't have to be stupid or boo-boo the fool. That's their mindset. Like, you're giving my mindset at ease. But if you got to have that type of behavior to set your mind at ease with being somebody, you don't need to be with them.
Man.
That's the problem. That when we really going to talk about it, you don't need to be with a person if you already need to see their phone. Because I would tell a girl like this. I get if I'm a liar, if you done call me up and run me up in the funnies a lot. Bo don't disagree with this, but this is on my point. I get it if I was a liar, if I said I'm at the gym and you caught me such and such, right? And I telling bold-faced lies, and you really feel in your gut that I'm cheating, and you ask to see my phone. You ask to see it's my phone and I'm giving it to you, right? To prove a point. I can see you asking for that because I have exhibited behaviors and traits that deem, hey, you untrustworthy, you feel me? But if I haven't been caught up in no lies, I've been upfront honest with you, you ask to see my phone, it's over.
Man.
Because if I've given you no legitimate reason to ask for this information, what are we doing? Because if we go further, it's going to get worse. So, yeah, I thought it was weird that people needed that.
Man, that's crazy.
They need that life jacket in relationships. And that's all it is a life jacket. Like, if you feel like you're drowning, hey, if I know that if I got your code, if I can get in your phone anytime I want to, it makes me feel good.
Yeah, you got a problem, bitch.
I'm just saying. Listen how that sounds. If I know that you're not cheating every time and I can look visually, it makes me feel good. That's traumas, baby. You ain't healed. You don't need to be bringing nobody else into your life until you heal. And I don't think people understand what heal means. Heal means I can give this person a total clean slate.
Don't got nothing in my past.
Nothing in my past is going to affect them and what we got going on. No behaviors look alike or similar. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, until they do.
The actions that they provide that show you.
There you go.
How you want to
say that.
Take it on. It's only their actions.
Only their action. Not an action is similar to another action, and it makes me think, oh, you're on the same funnies. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So it's just something I had to think about. It was like, yeah, because people be wild now. A lot of people were saying, yo, yeah, he definitely leave his phone open or she definitely leave her phone open. I'm like, nah, bro. Because most of the time, if you already feel like that, you're going to find out something you don't want to see anyway.
Man, fuck around, find out, man.
Yeah, and that's the bad ending of it. You know what I'm saying? Now you're sitting there crying with the phone open. Telling you.
Don't do it.
All right, we're going to do some 5 Would You Rathers. You know, y'all love them, so we're going to go ahead. All right, Bo.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a third eye or a second mouth?
Third. I already got a third eye, but I'll take the third eye.
Okay, third eye. Yeah, I don't want no second mouth. That's a weird, you know. You could come up with all type of cool stuff to say about a third eye. I don't know what you can say about a second mouth. Man. Oh, hungry mouth. You know what I'm saying? Dawg, I don't know about that one.
Big bag.
Hey, big bag.
Man, that's super bagging right there.
All right, here we go. Here go another one. Would you rather live in a world where all the food is made of Jell-O or all the buildings are inflatable, bouncy castles?
Man, make all the bouncy castles, because, man, you ain't fucking with my food.
Yeah, I don't want Jell-O. Yeah, Jell-O. All the food, you try to eat a steak and it's a Jell-O. You be like, hey, man, take this back. It's jiggling. Sir, everything's jiggling.
Nah, he said everything's jiggling.
It's jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Hit that LL Cool J. It's jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. For real. All right, here we go.
Future funk.
Would you rather have to eat a spoonful of mayonnaise every morning or a spoonful of hot sauce?
Give me the hot sauce, goddammit. I mean,
bro, I don't even like hot sauce, but I'm taking the hot sauce because mayonnaise is the worst taste to me ever.
I like mayonnaise on food. You know, like make a chicken sandwich or a turkey.
No, bro, I'm undercover, bro.
A cold cut sandwich. Mayo on bread, and then you put it on a grill and toast it. You don't eat no whole damn spoonful of mayo.
I'm like Undercover Brother. If y'all ever seen Undercover Brother with Eddie Griffin, when he seen that man, so that's like my kryptonite. Like, no, don't do that. That is,
Nah.
So yeah, I'm on the hot sauce train on that one. All right, here we go. Another one. Would you rather have permanently wet hair or permanently sandy feet?
Man, give me the sandy feet.
Yeah, sandy feet. Some of y'all got sandy feet now.
Yeah, nothing you can do about it.
Y'all got them old crusty ass feet. You got permanently sandy feet already.
Man, sandpaper.
That's funny as all get out. Because some of y'all, it's summertime, be wearing them open-toe sandals with the back out. Man, them back of them feet, boy, you need to get that file that they in the prison, sharpen it up. For real.
Those are calluses.
Somebody's calluses, but anyway. All right. Would you rather smell like a garbage truck or have to wear a diaper for the rest of your life? Depends for everybody.
It sounded the same thing.
Depends for everybody.
It smell like a garbage truck. Yeah,
I don't know. Some of them garbage trucks are horrendous. Your diaper might be you might be to get by. It might be some okay smelling diapers in this world, but all garbage trucks are disgusting.
Yeah, they do. They probably do, guys. I ain't gotten to that level yet where I'm shopping for diapers.
Right, and I hope I never get to it.
I mean, it's gonna. Hey, if you want to stay on this,
well, I hope by that time they got some designer looking Depends where I can still look good in my Depends. You feel me? You can't be ready to get busy with no woman and dropping and having on Depends unless we both got on Depends and she can't judge you.
They gonna have the super absorbent phrase like
boxer brief depends.
Like soon as you release, it releases fragrance.
Yeah.
Fragrance
what is that
release.
fragrance? What is that fragrance?
Oh, I just took a shit.
Right. What is that fragrance?
Says, ooh, it just smell rosy all of a sudden.
Who came in the room?
Grandpa Bo just shitted on himself. God damn it.
Well, we can't smell it, everybody. Yeah, that would be a nice invention. You might as well put people up on game. You just sitting over there and get shit, nobody even know it. It's like, I just smell like I'm in a garden all of a sudden.
It's in the garden.
A beautiful rose garden.
Is that eucalyptus?
It makes me feel all happy inside.
Is that lavender eucalyptus?
Lavender. Lavender eucalyptus. All right, we got one more. Would you rather live in a world where everyone is always brutally honest or a world where everyone tells white lies all the time?
We already live in a world where we
tell white lies all the time.
I want the brutally honest.
I want to see how candid we can get. I'm with you. Stand on business.
Hey.
I'm standing on business.
Hey, man.
Yeah, that'd be everybody would just tell the truth. So if you seen a girl, and you know how the girls be asking you, like, how do I look in this? It's almost like the liar. You got to tell the truth. You look fat. Now, I don't know how this all goes. There's going to be a lot of single guys, but.
See, now you can tell the truth and be like real professional with it. You don't have to.
If you're telling the honest truth, you can't. Brutally honest, though, it says brutally honest. That you're going to tell.
Hey, you can have measured brutally honest.
I don't think, if you say brutally honest, you don't have no tact.
Okay, if your girl be like, she be like, how do I look in this dress? You look a lot better than another bitch.
Now that is gonna really get you slapped. You done brought up a whole nother person.
That's brutally honest.
I don't know about that, but he's like, they gonna get you cold slapped, dude, because you done brought up another girl. You done just totally just killed her. I just said she was fat. You know what I'm saying? That could be honest truth. Like, you is a little big, baby. It's cool, but you is a little big in that dress.
This man brutally honest.
This nigga said on another bitch. That's crazy work, bro. Crazy.
I mean, it said brutally honest.
That's beyond brutal.
It look better on a whole other person.
That's Mike Tyson knocking niggas out in his first decade of fighting. Brutal.
I can't find any attributes of that outfit that work with you.
Yeah. Nah, that might hurt their feelings. Like, just break down and cry. Well, it is what it is. Brutally honest is what it is, whatever it is, right? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get into sports entertainment. So we'll do a quick synopsis of the Diddy trial updates. I can just tell you, whole bunch of sex workers, whole bunch of people who are Cassie's friends and his associates and his people who work for him basically say the same thing, that Diddy is a control freak. He put hands on Cassie. It's some wild stuff. That guy named The Punisher, and that story was crazy in his own right.
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, it's wild. It was one of the sex workers who told him Diddy was over there dressed as a woman, as an Indian woman in garb and whatnot, and some dude named The Punisher. And then I stopped listening to it after that. I said, The Punisher. Yeah, we cool on that, bro. This is taking a turn for the worse.
Dressed as an Indian woman.
They said he had the little veil on. Naked with the veil on.
Oh man,
you can never make an album or represent hip hop ever again, bro.
Man, leave that pink cocaine alone.
Yeah, whatever you was taking on that night, Diddy, that's a wild party right there. And then what people don't get is everybody was questioning how are they coming with the RICO and what does a RICO really mean? And I like one of the people
with him.
You don't, and people say you need multiple people for a RICO. That's not true. They had an attorney on I think it was the Shade Room I was watching, and she was like, a RICO could be one person. All you need to find is a person who is controlling things, and that's how you get enterprise. If he's the main person controlling people and got people working for him and they're doing different faceted illegal things, that's how the RICO happened. And that's what now it makes sense what they're trying to do to Diddy. When they brought his assistants in, and you know what I'm saying, or whatever, it said, hey, did you do this for Diddy? Yeah, we cleaned up the hotels. Yeah, we did this. We made sure he had this. We went and got drugs for him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you see that they're laying a foundation to get the RICO charge. The sex trafficking aspect is because he's asking people, making these people do stuff in different cities. They're just basically putting everything they found and making a case at a stick to put Diddy away for life. And I'm telling you, I see what they're doing now. Bro,
I told you. I said, give it a second.
Yeah.
Simmer down.
And they still got other people ready to testify. So, you know, and then Kid Cudi when he testified was crazy. This man said after he thought Diddy blew up his car, they was supposed to meet, and they meet at some house in Malibu, I think it was. And he said Diddy had his hands behind his back like a Marvel character.
Cuddy's stupid. Hey, but ain't nothing wrong, because I do that when I do that either in front or behind.
I'm just saying, if I'm on the stand, I'm not going to use that as a description of Diddy.
Well, that's funny though.
Yeah, he said he had it. It's like, so that made you fear, or I don't understand it like a Marvel character.
But he's a eloquent person, so he probably like just painting the picture.
Yeah, he sure painting the picture.
He said like a Marvel.
It made it like a Marvel character. That's hilarious though. But we got another week coming up. It is Memorial Day today, so I'm pretty sure they're adjourned for the day, and they'll be back on it tomorrow, or whatever. But we're in the third week, so like I said before, quick updates. If anything else happens, we will update you. If not, we won't. If it was the same old same, we won't. I'm waiting for the good stuff to come out. They say it's an 8-week trial. We almost 1/4 into it. Let's get the good stuff going. All right, now we got to talk about the Remy Ma and the Papoose crash out.
Oh, God. Do we?
Man, it is so ridiculous because you always talk about the black love. You know what I'm saying? They was the stable of black love as him holding her down while she was in jail and all this stuff. And to see them crashing out like this is ridiculous. It's bad business. You know what I'm saying? It makes me think of, like, we was talking about how, like, when you're in a relationship and everything is good, the shortcomings of people don't matter at that time, right? Mm-hmm. But as soon as you have a bad breakup, now he a little Johnson fella. You know what I'm saying? He came too quick. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no money. He broke. And this is what this remind me of with Remy Ma doing the Pap, saying he's broke. He can't take care of his kids. You know, and putting all this business out there. Why? And on the internet? I'm talking about they going back and forth. I ain't never seen Papoose on live.
Yeah, Papoose, he doing too much too.
Both of them. And then, you know, what's her name? Sharice Shields? Or that,
Clarissa.
Clarissa Shields. You shouldn't even get into it. Like, I get you're the new girlfriend, but that's history between them.
Yeah, I don't even know why.
You see the dude that he knocked out supposedly, you know what I'm saying, look just like him that Remy's with now. He ain't said nothing.
Yeah, I don't even know why she won't even rock. But certain things start to come out.
Yeah.
And people paint a picture of themselves, and people have a certain view of things.
Yep.
And stuff starts to come to light, really.
Facts.
I'm not gonna talk down on Papoose, but I can just my own thought, even before this situation. Yeah. I have always thought like they always call him the super dope rapper.
Right.
But I still have never seen that super dope
that project.
That project, that anything. Like he might get on a song, he might have a verse.
But you know, some people might just be meant to actually write versus actually be an artist.
And that's the thing. And then he gets put in the same room as a Common or a Lupe.
Now you still got to perform what you write.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So he's been kind of just riding a wave of an ideal for a while, just on his raps, and then he rode a wave on the idea of marriage. This is who he is.
Say that, bro.
And now he's rocking with this girl and got her riding on I don't know what type of idea.
Yeah.
So he's just showing that he can just ride on a wave and not have actually doing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what kind of what Remy was saying. And I just look at it like this, though. Y'all need to settle that behind closed doors.
Man.
Take us out the group chat because it's wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? To see all this information being exposed and for what? It makes it seem like y'all still want to be together. Like that hurt. When you hurt and you come at a person like that, it almost like you still got feelings for them. I'm pretty sure you do. You got a child together. So, but, you know.
Nah, they don't want to be together. It's been over. I think it's more hurt people hurt. People
they do. But I mean, also when you do that,
it don't mean you want to be together. It's more like,
and it don't mean you don't, because I've seen people who said the worst things and get back together. So you can't just say that.
I don't think these two,
especially in the media, when you take it to the media, I've seen people say a lot of bad stuff about each other, and next thing you know, they back together. It's happened. I don't know why they do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a different ball game when you in that light, I guess. I don't know, but just cut it out. Y'all better than that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all show better than that. So get back to what y'all was showing.
Nah, it ain't no y'all better than that. It's more we thought y'all were better than that.
Well, I said what you showed. Well, yes. I mean, what I can only go by the years that you show. We go by examples.
So
10 years of holding it down and being on point. You got to give them a pat for that. 10 years is a lot. 10 years plus showing, you know what I'm saying, good ethics through the social media uprising. I got to give them props on that. Get back to what you was doing prior. That's what I say. I don't know how you are personally, but get back to what you were doing prior. We just want to be taken out the group chat, period. Okay. Now we got to talk about the NBA playoffs.
Playoffs?
It's heating up. Pacers let a good one slip away last night.
Yeah.
I mean, all Naptown folks thought we was about to be up 3-0. Thought we was one way away from dancing in the finals.
Man.
And the New York Knicks pulled one on us. They pulled us on us. Coming back down by 20.
Down 20.
Even with Jalen Brunson being in foul trouble. Cat did his thing. Shout out to Towns, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is said about Towns, but hey, last night.
I mean, hey, good job.
Yeah.
That's what they pay you the big bucks for.
Yeah, we got one more in Naptown. See if the Pacers can go up 3-1 and head back to New York. I think so. Halliburton dead back in the game. They just announced that today that he could be back in the suites and stuff. Yeah.
That's probably where he should have been.
He should have been anyway. He's a little bit too emotional. He's a little bit too much attached to the game that makes you act out of pocket when it gets high stakes. You know what I'm saying? So I think in the suites is good. Hopefully Halliburton pulls through. I stated this before. The only way the Pacers are going to win is if Halliburton is aggressive. We need the 20-plus Halliburton with the 9 assists, them running and gunning. In a half-court offense, not our thing. It's hard to score off of that. Even with Siakam, you know what I'm saying, the Knicks can load up and play good defense then, and then that's what happened last night. We stopped running, stopped being aggressive. Halliburton wasn't aggressive. A lot of times he turned down wide open shots and kick out for three-pointers to Miles Turner. Maybe like the last 5 possessions was a kick out and said, take the floater. Get points on the board. We only down 2 and 4. Get points on the board. You never know how the ball rolls on that back end. So we will see what happens in game 4. One thing I didn't like, the Knicks fans wilding out at Gamebridge. Pacer fans, y'all better stand up because I get it. Like, they can cheer and celebrate, but they literally was in TNT like it was their house. You know what I'm saying? With the New York Knicks little chant, they be go, New York, go. And no Pacers fans there at all. Like, this ain't New York.
This is pre-game.
This is after the game.
Well, after the game, Pacer fans lost.
No, but still, if you was in New York, it wouldn't happen. I guarantee you wouldn't have been no Pacer fans in New York in they lobby doing that after the game.
Okay.
Exactly. You think they were going to let just the Pacers fans say, go Pacers? Go. Yeah, okay. Pacers, we need to stand up. That's disrespect. Stand up. And really, the team stand up. We can't be having New York dance that's in our building like that. Come on, stand up.
Yeah, win the game.
Win the game. All right, we're going to go ahead and get to music real quick. I don't know if I said to Snoop Dogg, it is a crime. I don't know if I gave that a shout out last week.
Talking about that.
I did. We'll definitely give Exhibit, Kingmaker. If I didn't say that, I just want to make sure those are 2 little releases I've seen that are good releases from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So, you got anything on that front?
I know that Leon Thomas Deluxe don't come out to the 30th. I said 20th.
Okay.
So
they misspoke, but still check that Leon Thomas out.
It should be coming out in a few days.
There you go. Then we got to talk about Joey Badass versus the TDE artist. What you think so far? You think Joey holding it down?
Daylight is not TDE, is he?
Well, he's just associated. I don't think he's TDE, but he might just associate with Kendrick.
So it's not TDE.
Well, 2 of them are. Because is old boy on TDE?
Rayvon is TDE.
Is the other dude on TDE?
Who?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Absol?
No, not Absol. The other dude that's on the song with him on little light skinned dude. AZ something. I don't know. AZ Cheek. Is that the name?
I don't know if he's on TDE. I know one who's on Peekaboo.
Yeah, Peekaboo.
Yeah. I don't know who he signed with. But look, it's not. People got it. Media outlets are running with this as East versus West. It's not.
They're trying to start it up again.
They trying to do that again. It's not that. Joey Badass on that initial song, "The Ruler's Back," he was killing East Coast cats too.
Yeah.
When he said "sucking too much West," he wasn't even talking about West Coast cats. He talking about these East Coast cats.
Y'all ain't standing up on business.
He was killing East Coast. Okay, West Coast took it their way. They running their way. So he been getting the West Coast cats. They came at him.
Yeah.
He been getting active.
Yeah.
Joey Badass is handling his business right now. Honestly, New York cats. To me, he's the dopest for real New York cat right now. I don't see anybody else from New York that actually raps New York, because the drill stuff is not actually New York.
Yeah, it's UK. I think
drill. That's more come from Chicago and out in Europe.
Yeah,
that's
UK
really not
Chicago.
You know, that's really not New York. But New York, they love that drill. Cool. Their sound
kind of died down a little bit though. I don't hear.
I mean, over the last, probably about the last year, as far as like probably radio wise.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not as marketable now.
I don't know if the clubs and club scene, you know, as far as what the DJs got going on.
True.
But like, as far as New York rap,
and
Joey Badass, I ain't trying to. He really ain't even been rapping like that.
Nah, I mean he been doing his acting thing more than anything. If most people, and that's the thing about it, unless you're a hip hop head, you know him as Unique on Power. So to see him back to rapping, like people,
I mean, he been releasing projects. He released projects every.
But I mean, he was on an award show and he rapped. Matter of fact, did a tribute though. So that was like BT, maybe like 2 years ago, and people didn't know he rapped then. Did they heard what he said? You know what I'm saying?
I like that. He did that rendition of Umi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he redid that.
Yeah.
Nah, Joey Badass is a talented brother. I
just like the fact that we back to competing, man. Like,
yeah.
And they coming back to it, like they snapping, like he drop a song. Rayvon, that one song Rayvon got is hard.
Yeah, now Rayvon get
the
busy.
one he took the 50 back down beat. That's why when I talk to people, be real about it, right? If you a Joey Badass fan, be a Joey Badass fan. If you're a Rayvon fan, but say what's real. The Finals is a hard diss that Joey Badass came with. That song, I don't know what the song is, but I know it got the 50 back down sample in there.
Back down.
That song is hard.
Man.
The West Coast, they doing their thing. East Coast, you know what I'm saying? It's been kind of sleepy.
It ain't even East Coast. It's Joey. It's really just Joey.
But I'm saying as a coast, if you look at it as far as what artists is really out there, the West Coast got some artists.
Yeah, I mean,
they got some artists out there doing their thing.
It's been Buffalo really. Griselda crew
hold it down.
Is the ones who's been holding it down. I mean, like, man, I don't know what's.
But you think about the East Coast, it ain't a lot of artists out there. When the West Coast got budding artists out there just jumping out, new artists, artists who've been doing it for a minute, getting that press.
OGs that came out the woodworks.
And then we ain't even talking about Q dropped the album, Stu dropped another album, E40 dropped the album. They still doing their thing. Where y'all at, East Coast? I ain't even talking about back and forth. I'm just saying, East Coast artists, where y'all at, baby? We need some music.
Now Wu-Tang and them, they getting busy.
The Tang forever though.
Yeah,
Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang,
So Wu-Tang's forever.
they still get busy.
Okay, so the one last thing that I seen was hilarious, but not hilarious. But this is the type of stuff when I say about energy, right? So in Argentina, y'all know Final Destination movie came out, Bloodlines, right? You ever seen Final Destination? It's a whole bunch of unbelievable events that happen to kill somebody, basically. It's almost like it was their time to go, and these are events that fall in place to make sure it's their time to go. So while at the movie theater watching the movie, the whole ceiling collapsed and almost kills a woman while watching the movie.
Oh, that's Final Destination like a motherfucker.
Energy. I don't know what you believe in, but that ain't just periodical, the whole roof cave in while somebody watching it, and it actually hit somebody.
You know, I don't think I've ever went to a Final Destination movie. I watched it.
I watched it at home. I don't think I could watch it.
I don't think I've ever went to an actual movie theater.
After watching it, I don't think I could watch it in the movie. I'd be too alert. Exercise might just start electrocuting everybody. Now I'm cool, bro.
I'm already looking around in this
I already don't trust people as ears around me, you know what I'm saying? Let alone at the, you know what I'm saying, being there watching this type of movie. Yeah, I'm cool. So
hey, that would be the good Final Destination. People at the movie theater and something happens and like 4 or 5 people make it out the movie theater, then
Hey, hold tight. We're still new into the Final Destination.
Final Destination, the reality series.
Final Destination 6. You already gave the director some thoughts. All right, well, I don't have anything else going on. It is Memorial Day. You know, people get out and barbecue.
Yeah, I gotta go fire up the grill, man.
That town weather looking great, looking good. So, definitely get outside, touch ground, touch earth. Hang with your loved ones, eat some good food. That's the plan for me and Bo. So, like I said before, hope y'all have a great start to your work day tomorrow or if you're going tonight. Be safe. Number love always. Yep.